God bless y'all. My name is Jonathan Cahill, and I have a dream that I want to share with you all. This was a pretty, it was kind of disturbing, you know what I mean? But here it is. Um, this year, actually 2013, this is January on the 8th. I had a dream I was in an event, and Obama was there. He was sitting down about to speak in like a cafeteria setting. Obama Obama was there, and it was all young people, young black people, okay, or yeah, it was basically young black people. And they were there, and as well, it was like we were in high school or college. He was just sitting there like he was part of the whole function, like he was just like young like us and just part of us, and like he wasn't a big, and he was sitting there like he wasn't a big deal. Okay. To my surprise, my boss, his name's Robert Egger, or he's not my boss no more, but he's the founder of the place where I work, DC Central Kitchen, um, for the shelters, and we feed this food for the homeless in the shelters and stuff like that. And Robert Egger, you know, he's the founder, and he in real life, this really actually took place actually the day before, or the day before I had this dream. He really actually had a going away party because he's going to L.A., and he's gonna go do the same thing he did in D.C. and L.A., which is help uh, the homeless and feed the homeless and build an organization there and stuff like that. Well, anyway, to my surprise, Robert Egger, the founder of DC Central Kitchen, popped up, and he went near the refrigerator to get water, and he was telling me how he has a new spot somewhere in the East Coast besides the new spot in LA. Maybe a soup kitchen or so. Robert Egger is well known. He was well known at this event, and as soon as he got up to speak, Obama got up to speak. But at first, the entire time, Obama had nothing to say. And when Obama spoke, Robert Egger declined because it was the president. I thought to myself, did Obama do that on purpose? Because he cut him right off at the exact time he got up to make an announcement. And at the same time he got up to make that announcement, Obama got up to make an announcement too. And I saw Obama also look from the corner of his eye, like like, and continue to talk, like And so, like, I know I'm cutting you off, you know what I'm saying, but I'm gonna keep on going, okay? Obama. So I said, nah, let me give him the benefit of the doubt, because I asked, did he just do that on purpose? So I said, let me just give him the benefit of the doubt. So then Obama spoke, but it wasn't clear what he was saying, and people were looking upon him intensely. Everybody was like, we were real intense, like, what is he saying, And we were listening very intensely, uh, but I didn't, but I don't believe they understood either, because I didn't understand nothing he was saying, and I don't believe people understood also what he was saying, but they were just, they were just listening, like, really into it, like as if they knew, and they, man, I wish y'all had this dream too. They didn't. Ain't nobody. Ain't nobody. Ain't nobody know nothing about what Obama was talking about. Ain't nobody know. We ain't know. Man, we ain't know. We ain't know. We didn't know what he was talking about. What he was talking about. We just didn't know. And but people were still looking intense, like, wow, like, yeah, you know. And so then they didn't. People, they didn't understand either, but they didn't want to show it. So they sat there and he was moving, making hand signals when explaining, and he was explaining in detail too, like meaning like with his body language. Uh, but his voice was very low. I'm talking about it was so low, you know, nobody heard him. And we were all sitting at tables, which were like tables in a cafeteria. While he was speaking, a young black guy, uh, tall, walked in, and he had a red shirt. It said "Mark of the Beast" in blue letters on the front and on the back of his shirt. And he came in around and took a seat. He came in like he passed Obama, you know what I mean, like meaning like he walked in the front, and then he made a turn like over there by where I was at, and then he went even past me, and he sat down, way behind me. And this man was tall. He was a tall young black man, and he had on a shirt, and it said "Mark of the Beast," and so and the young, obnoxious uh, Christian who was young, he was black, he was kind of dingy with cornrows. He had braids going back, and he was a Christian young man, and he came in and sat near the president and got loud. He was uh, purposely cutting off Obama. Wow, I'm getting revelation as I'm speaking. Okay, amen. And so he purposely cut off Obama, and because this young Christian man, he knew that Obama, you know, he was like, man, like I'm cutting him off. Like he just started cutting him off, and just started talking over Obama. You know what I'm saying? While Obama was talking, but Obama wasn't talking like he wanted to be heard anyway. You know what I mean? And so the young Christian man, he just came in real reckless, but he was Christian. But he came in and he just like, and he didn't even seem like he was trying to be disrespectful, but he was just, I guess you can take it like he was being disrespectful because he was just cutting them off. You know what I mean? But he was talking to some people, and he got loud. He was purposely cutting him off, uh, and it was obvious, but he didn't he 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 was cutting them off, but it was like it was I couldn't figure out if it was disrespect or respect, but he didn't believe in Obama, you know what I mean? But anyway, Obama, so it was to the point people only heard the young man talking over Obama, and I felt a little encouraged because I was like, yeah, another Christian. I was like, yeah, you know, and cause see, I don't understand. I hate to say this, and stop the flow, but I don't understand how can you vote? I'm not a Republican or a Democrat. I'm a Christian. I'm a person who operates in holiness, and I'm a disciple. How can you? How can I? How can I be a Democrat, or how can I be a Republican? You know, Look at their views. None of their views are the same views of Jesus Christ. That's crazy. Like, people be tripping me out. I don't understand. Like, it don't make sense. But anyway, it's just really weird. It's weird. It's like we're in the Matrix. It's like, oh man, it's just crazy. And I'm talking about people who I know is on fire for God. They're like Republicans and Democrats, and I know they're on fire for God. And I'm like, how? How are you? How are Obama? He justifies abortion. He justifies homosexual marriages. Like it's a joke. It's a crazy joke. It's like I need to be. It's like I'm in a dream or something. But anyway, and he's not anointed. Like it's crazy. Like people say, touch not my anointed, and like Obama's not anointed. It's crazy. Okay. Anyway, uh, was Hitler anointed? I mean, come on. Like, all right. But anyway, so it was another young Christian. I was excited. I was excited because it was another young Christian, and I knew he didn't honor the president. But even though he talked over the president, he wasn't saying nothing important. He was discussing his trip back from Brooklyn. And I was like, okay, like, you're doing all this cutting him off, but, you know, you ain't even saying, it's like our voice isn't really being heard. It's like we're not saying nothing important. It's like the body of Christ. Like, we're not saying nothing important, you know? And so, we need to say things that are important against Obama, okay? If we're going to be against him, okay? Call him out. Say what's right. Say what it is. Then Obama sat down. Uh, Obama sat right on down, man. He sat right on down. And when he sat down, he just said like this, like pays. And he said pays, like that. And he sat down like that. And mind you, you got to keep in mind, the whole time he was speaking, it was quiet. So all we heard was this, peace, like peace. That's all we heard. And so it's like a joke. You know what I'm saying? And I felt degraded because I'm young and I'm black, and we were all young and we're black. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, did you just come around us trying to, act down or something like that, and go back and be who, like I served my purpose. You know what I'm saying? I ate some little hot dogs with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I kicked it with y'all. I was around y'all because, like I told you earlier in the dream, he was amongst us, acting like he was one of us. You know what I'm saying? Blending in. And until the one who's the seat, he was the founder of DC Central Kitchen, my the one who left, and he's an advocate for the homeless. Until he was about to speak, and I'm sure he was going to say something worthy of listening to. Until he was about to speak, Obama cut him off. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's almost like in this country, like, you know, Obama, it's like, come on, man, he's not saying nothing that really matters. You know what I mean? And people out here, you know, who do have a voice, their voice is like, it's not being heard. So anyway, and then it's like the Christians, when it's time for us to speak, we ain't we ain't saying nothing a lot of times. I mean, and he was being heard, and see, this young man was a voice who was cutting off Obama and was being heard, and everybody got a chance to hear him, but he ain't say nothing important. And this is the revelation as I'm getting, because I didn't, as I'm saying this, I'm getting the revelation. Even though I knew this was enough to give, okay, alone. And then you got the young man, before the young Christian came in and started cutting Obama off, talking. Then you had the young man, the young black dude, walking in with a like a little cool shirt, with the mark of the beast in the front and the mark of it said Mark, and then they had, like, I think the number 666, but it said Mark, and then it said the beast, and it was on the front and the back, and like I said, the letters, uh, the shirt was red and the letters were blue. And anyway, uh, so after Obama sat down, okay, so then after Obama sat down and, like, hit you with the peace sign, uh, a man. Hold on, let me say this side note, because I wrote a side note. Knowing that no one can hear Obama, he prompted down in the sea. Okay, I already said that. He showed the peace sign. Okay, and it was revealed to me when he sat down saying peace that he was a fraud and had no respect for us and looked down on us and our intelligence and wanted to win us over. He wanted just to win us over. You know what I mean? But he ain't say nothing to us. He wanted to win us over, but he ain't nothing to say to us. And the little things that he did say, could nobody hear him. because he didn't want to be heard. His voice was quiet. You know what I mean? It was crazy. It was crazy. So then after that, it was crazy. So then after that, then Obama sat down, and like I said, and so people got up to give him a standing ovation. But it's like he ain't even say nothing. You, we, he, you know, we giving him a standing ovation for what? He ain't say nothing that we can hear, and he was purposely mumbling. Like we was listening intensely. Like what is he saying? And he ain't say nothing. And then people got up and gave him a standing ovation. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell me this dream ain't God, man. So then after that, another person got up and spoke. This this was a dark-skinned black guy with a suit, possibly a political figure or someone of status. And as people were still standing, Obama was sitting down. Everyone was clapping, and Obama was seated. He was just sitting down, like I'm done. Like y'all could clap, like do your thing, you know. And people were still standing while Obama was sitting down, and everybody was clapping. And Obama was seated in front of us all, and it was at least 200 people in there, you know, um, or less in there. And Obama saw me. He saw me. And then after that, because I didn't clap, I was the only one who didn't clap. And he started looking at me like, and like I was like standing like this, looking at Obama, like trying to hide, like, I'm looking at Obama like this. And then like, I was like that. Like, I was doing them like that. And Obama was just looking at me like, oh yeah, and he was even trying to, he was like, cause like as I was like drifting into the crowd, trying to like back up, I was trying to like back up a little bit. I was like, backing up like that, like around people. And as I was doing that, Obama was like still trying to like, where's he going? Like, and he was looking, and he was just, but he wasn't looking like in a desperated way, like where's he going? But he was looking like I see you, like you're there now, like, and I see you now, you're there, you know what I mean? And it was like he was noticing that I didn't give him any adoration, and so let me get to the point. So then after that, because I don't got time, and Obama saw me in the midst of the large crowd, and he didn't take his eyes off me, nor did I look away. Then I finally turned away, but he didn't. He kept his eyes on me, as if he wanted me to, um, although he wanted, oh yeah, also, as another side note, although he wanted to win us over, he knew it was nothing but acting cool. He just wanted to act cool. It's bunny ears, okay? And black, okay? He wanted to act black. And he belittled the black youth. He doesn't care, okay? And, whoa, this is long. And so then after that, he was aware of me just as I was aware of him. And we gave each other like an enemy stare. It felt eerie. That's why it looked away. That's why I looked away, because I knew he was uh, on to me. Because the entire time he was there, Obama knew I never cheered for him, and everyone else did. And he looked at me like, "Who am I? Like, not to be like everyone else." And he kept a close eye on me since his since noticing. Then the other man of status said a few words of assurance that Obama is good, and everybody listened. He was like Obama's like status man, and he was like the stamp of approval for Obama, and he was justifying Obama taking up for him. Then it was time to go, and the guy told him he was part of the political party, but said some insider stuff to Obama, and Obama knew respectfully. It was like like a little whisper type thing, and Obama was arrogant, and the whole time his arms were crossed, cocky. When he sat down, his arms were crossed. He was real cocky, and I didn't shake Obama's hand. Everybody shook his hand. I walked past him. I didn't shake his hand. And he noticed and watched me leave all the way to the door. Then I saw the man of status, and he continued looking, seeing what I was going to say to him. As me and the man of status both exited the door, I said, God bless, Jesus is Lord. Obama heard me because he was so pressed and in tune with me and trying to discern me, and he was still seated uh, at the seat, and he was listening. And the man, and I kind of felt uncomfortable, and the man said, what did you say? And we were leaving out the door together. He said, what did you say? And I said, God bless, and Jesus is Lord. And after that, he said, you mean Jah bless? He said, you mean Jah bless? And he said, I'm Rastafarian. By this time, we were outside. And I said, whatever. I said, if Jesus was to come back right now, you would look upon him like he's glorious and wonderful. And I repeated those words again. I said, if Jesus was to come back right now, you would look upon him like he's glorious and wonderful. And then after that, he, it's like he 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 came back. So now, so he would be glorious, and he continued walking into the streets. The guy just like stepped off, and with the man, and I thought, so we went our separate ways, and I was just walking my way, and he walked his, and I thought to myself, Obama is really fake. God bless.